Pakistan is a hostage today, a helpless and frightened hostage. Their cities have been overrun by Islamists. Their policemen are being killed on the streets. It's been like this for 8 days. Total lawlessness and violence. Let's turn to Pakistan, which has received another shade of grey from the FATF, the Financial Action Task Force. For the 4th year in a row, Islamabad has made it to the FATF grey list for terror financing. And speaking of failures, Pakistani diplomats are also living up to expectations. In the past, they've been caught stealing wallets. Not making this up. Pakistani diplomats have been caught stealing wallets and shoplifting chocolates from supermarkets. This time, they've been caught on mic, bad-mouthing their own minister. Can Fawad Chaudhry give comical relief with his rational statements? Yes, he can. Today, the gentleman suggested that Pakistan is looking to provide internet to the people of Jammu and Kashmir. I'm not making this up. He actually said it. Pakistan also sent its diplomats to secure some funds for the Taliban. What they did instead was poke fun at Minister Shireen Mazari. We'll tell you what the FATF has said in a bit. But first, let's take a moment to appreciate Pakistan's consistency here. We must. It's not easy living up to expectations for such a long time. Every year, when the FATF assembles, we expect Pakistan to remain on the list. And Islamabad proves us right every single time. 4 years. And it hasn't lost its spot on the grey list. Shireen Mazari is Pakistan's Minister for Human Rights. Yes, they have one. The Science and Technology Minister even cannot spell the name of Pakistan's space organization. He called it SPRACO. We'll make the correction for Mr. Fawad Chaudhry. Pakistan's space organization is known as Pakistan Space and Upper Atmosphere Research Commission. The short form is SUPARCO. But it's not Mr. Chaudhry's fault. You can only remember an organization when it achieves something, not when it is dormant. The cabinet has decided to treat TLP as a militant organization and it will be crushed as other such groups have been eliminated. The Pakistani state has defeated major terrorist organizations such as Al-Qaeda. Except they haven't. Full points for entertainment, 0 for professionalism. Diplomats are supposed to resolve quarrels, not gossip about them like teenagers. Perhaps this is what happens when you give more importance to funding terrorism than education. You end up broke, both intellectually and financially. So Pakistan decided to set sail using someone else's star. Islamabad decided to copy New Delhi. On Sunday, Radio Pakistan, the country's national radio broadcaster, carried a weather report from Ladakh. A report aimed at levelling scores with India. A report meant to give details of the maximum and minimum temperatures in Ladakh. It ended up being a report on the IQ of those running this state broadcaster because it defied all rules of mathematics and common sense. -4 degrees was declared the maximum temperature in Ladakh. -4 maximum. -1 degree was the minimum temperature. Just what were they trying to do here? Reveal maximum ignorance and minimum expertise on the subject. Meanwhile, the Pakistan High Commission in London has also received a message, or should I say an enormous bill, all of $28.7 million. A UK court has ordered this amount to be debited from the accounts of the Pakistan High Commission. What for? Because of non-payment of a penalty by the National Accountability Bureau of Pakistan. So much for accountability. Pakistan, the lost and found box of Islamic terror. In January, Pakistan bought 3 drones from China. The Wingloom 2 unmanned aerial system. Within days, they were grounded. What did the army do? They called up the Chinese drone makers. What happened next is something that we all can relate to. First, the Chinese sent spare parts, substandard and unusable. Then they sent engineers. No luck, the Chinese engineers had no clue how to fix the drones. We've all had this experience with Chinese gadgets, with their phones and laptops. I guess it's the same for Chinese drones. Equally funny and dangerous, not for Pakistan, of course. They're having buyer's remorse. And there's very little they can do about it. A total of $28.7 million will be debited from the accounts of the Pakistan High Commission. That is, if they have that kind of money in their accounts. This is the TLP's 7th long march to Islamabad. Each time the government surrendered to them, the score is TLP 7, the Pakistani state 0.